Howdy, all. Wanted to talk tonight about self-isolation in the grieving process. And I think that it's something that a lot of us do, maybe unintentionally or inadvertently. I know that we do a lot of it to protect ourselves. I can recall shortly after we lost our son, we got invited to a children's birthday party for a child of a cousin of mine, which was a very sweet thing. We were looking forward to going, but seeing all the children run and play invoked a lot of very fresh memories and sadness in our loss. And my wife especially, after I could tell immediately that she was struggling with going there and the sight of all those running and playing children. But after about 10-15 minutes, we had to leave. And even since then, we've really struggled to be in those kind of social environments where there's children playing. More so for my wife than for me. It was a very difficult time. And I think in some sort of a coping mechanism, I've spoke before about how other people tend to isolate themselves from us, maybe inadvertently. They just don't know how to interact, what to say. They may just be afraid that they're going to say something that's hurtful. I think that we kind of do that as well. We don't know how to interact, what to say. We're scared to be hurt. We're scared to hear the topics that might bring up those memories, or see those people that bring up those memories, or that maybe our son loved and cherished. We have some very, very close friends that we've kind of isolated ourselves from. And these are people that we really love and respect, but we have just struggled to cope with it, or cope with seeing them. Just brings back so many fresh and relevant memories, and sometimes a lot of pain. Sometimes these were people that supported us through very difficult and tough times, and it's very unfortunate, but I think this is kind of how my wife and I, and perhaps others, cope with the loss. It does change your circles of acquaintances, friends, and even family that you interact with. And it's unfortunate. My wife and I have always been extremely close, and even throughout all of this, we've remained super close. And frankly, even though we don't discuss it often, my wife and I are both grieving our own separate ways. We very much support each other, and there's a common understanding, simply because both of us have been there, both of us have experienced it, both of us were there for everything. And so, out of everybody we know, the two of us are the only two that can really relate to everything. And it's been unfortunate that it has perhaps cost relationships, and if that's the case, like I said before, it's totally inadvertent. It's not something we did on purpose. And on the note of self-isolation, my wife and I maybe took it to the extremes. I worked for a few years for the Antarctic program, the U.S. Antarctic program, and my wife got a job, and we deployed together last year. And I think it was good for us. It got us away from things, kept us busy, kept our minds off things. But at a certain point, it was too much. We maybe needed to be home and closer to those support networks, to the family, to the friends, and people and things that we love. It was a tremendous experience, a tremendous adventure. I don't really regret it. I don't think my wife does either. And someday, I would love to go back. But for now, I need to maintain status quo. I think I'm on as good a path as I could be on. to grow, and I want to help other people, which is also why I'm doing this channel. I'm helping myself. Somebody said you help others when you help yourself. So that's what I want to do here. I want to be able to reach out to people so that they can relate to what I'm going through, what my wife's going through, and make some good come out of our loss. So I think the isolation, it's somewhat normal. I don't think that by any stretch of the imaginations we are out of the ordinary for isolating in such a manner. And if we isolate from people, it's not because we don't love them, it's not because we don't like them, it's maybe because we love them and we like them, and we cherish those memories with them in our lives, with them in our son's life, and the support and things that they have done for us. And at some point, I think we'll be able to reach out and talk to people and maybe get into family functions and functions like we used to. Maybe not. I don't know. When we're ready, we'll get there. But for now, I think our grieving process is at a very comfortable pace. It's hard to say the word comfortable in any part of this, because there's nothing comforting about what happened, but there is comfort in just knowing that there's only room for growth. We've been at the bottom. We know what it's like. So it's only up from here. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I do really appreciate the support. And please do like, share, and subscribe the videos, especially if you think anybody can benefit from these videos. And hey, I just like sharing the family history, the vehicles, and things like that. So appreciate the support, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.